Hi guys! In this video you'll see how the actors of the movie Amadeus 1984 have changed. You'll know their real names and age. I will show you how they look then and what's with them now in 2023. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, Tom Halsey, is a genius at playing music that has delighted many and made other composers jealous. He could be opinionated, had a playful nature, but became more serious when it came to his music. Emanuel Schikaneder is a creative person and often performs on stage, but at the same time, he never reached the level of playing for the monarch. He is quite adventurous, loves jokes, and wanted to actively collaborate with Amadeus Mozart, played by Simon Callow. Katerina Cavalieri, Christine Ebersole, was one of the students of Antonio Salieri, from whom she took vocal lessons. She has a somewhat playful nature, keeps a close eye on the latest fashion, and occasionally likes to gossip. Talent comes first for her. Antonio Salieri, F. Murray Abraham, was a rather famous composer in Europe who devoted himself entirely to music and even served Joseph II, to whom he gave piano lessons. He admired the talent of Mozart, but was irritated by the self-confidence of Amadeus. Emperor Joseph II is a big fan of music and has taken piano lessons himself. He is not used to making hasty decisions and can often turn to advisors for help. Differs in perseverance, attentiveness, and is able to show cunning. The role was played by Jeffrey Jones. Leopold Mozart is related by blood to Amadeus, and it was he who introduced his son to the world of music. He is able to negotiate, he is always looking for a compromise and tries to give his children some help. Tends to be overly controlling, played by Roy Dotrice. Count Orsini Rosenberg, Charles Kay, is included in the approximate circle of Joseph II. He is well versed in music and can evaluate the performance of musicians, including giving his advice to the monarch. Initially, he wasn't too impressed with the game of Mozart. Michael Schlumberg occupied not the last place at the court of Joseph II. He is not impudent, but still, when the monarch addresses him, he can express his point of view. Risk-averse, played by Kenneth Macmillan, who died in 1989 of liver disease. Parody commendator, played a role in one of the Viennese productions in a theater for ordinary working people. He is distinguished by artistry, rather flexible and agile due to his small stature. Played by Kenny Baker, who died after a long illness in 2016. Papagena, Elizabeth Bartlett, regularly takes part in the theater productions organized by Emmanuel. She knows how to convey with her game all the lightness, playfulness, what people need. She also has good vocal abilities, which she demonstrated in the Mozart's opera. Father Vogler could often on duty visit people in the hospital, including Salieri. Has a level-headed nature, is not judgmental, and can be mildly assertive. Has some musical education, played by Richard Frank. Archbishop Colloredo had Mozart in his charge. He has an attentive look, is demanding and expresses displeasure if one of his servants humiliates him in front of other guests. Played by Nicholas Capros, who died in 2023 from complications of a stroke. Salieri's servant, Philip Lenkowski, did his job during Antonio's service in the palace of Joseph II. He is a man of understanding, quick to navigate the situation and knows when not to interfere with his host and guests. He was also very respectful and humble. Laurel worked as a servant in the home of the Mozart couple. In addition to performing her direct duties of keeping the house clean, she also collaborated with Antonio Salieri and reported to him information about Amadeus for a fee, played by Cynthia Nixon. Hospital attendant, worked in the same place where Antonio Salieri was placed for a treatment. He has the most calm character, not prone to nervousness, even though he works in a hospital. Differs in politeness and attentiveness. He was played by Brian Pettifer. Salieri's valet knows the preferences of its owner and his established habits. He is active, polite, but if necessary can use soft threats and act quickly, which once saved Salieri's life, played by Vincent Schiavelli, who died of lung cancer in 2005. Wig salesman serves a huge number of clients, including Amadeus Mozart. He is characterized by extreme patience, attention to detail, always provides several wigs to choose from, and helps to determine the best option. The role is played by Karl-Heinz Teuber. Frau Schlumberg, Rita Zar, is the wife of Michael, by whom she has a daughter. She shares her husband's interests, adores dogs, and is a music lover, but like her husband, can be somewhat intrusive and cannot respect the personal boundaries of others. Frau Weber, Barbara Breen, is Constanze's mother and was the landlady of Amadeus Mozart, whom she wanted as a husband for her daughter. She is very stubborn in any matter important to her, but she has no sense of proportion. She can be quite insolent at times. Don Giovanni is an opera singer who performs mostly in Vienna. He took part in one of the operas written by Amadeus Mozart and conveyed the necessary atmosphere and clarity on stage, played by Carol Fiala, who passed away in 2020 after a long illness. Young Mozart, Miroslav Sikora, thanks to his father, made significant progress in music and possessed excellent musical technique, which was appreciated even by the Pope. He is a genius in writing compositions that he performs blindfolded. Constanze Mozart was Amadeus' lover, who at times shared her husband's activity and playfulness, and also admired and supported his performance of music. In addition, she knows how to be tough, especially in monetary matters, played by Elizabeth Berridge. Count von Strack was among the trusted people of Joseph II. He often accompanied the monarch, and his word on some controversial issues was almost decisive for the emperor. Shows no liberties, played by Roderick Cook, who died of a heart attack in 1990. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please share it on social networks, like it, and of course subscribe to the channel.